Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Watertown Civic Arena. It is the NSAA Super 6 as we come to you live on this gorgeous, gorgeously warm day. Thank goodness that we are inside. Holy smokes. You don't have to deal with the single-degree temperatures of North Dakota. You don't have to deal with the wind and the snow of South Dakota. We're just here in the nice, cozy booth. A very, very good Veterans Day to you and yours. David Tewksbury broadcasting live. It is the NSAA Super 6. It is the semifinals. For those of you just joining us, Presentation College in the early contest here today. They would down the Trojans of Dakota State in straight sets. The first time the Saints had defeated Dakota State since 2016, better than 2,000 days ago. That was in the early contest. Then in the nightcap, or afternoon cap, if you will, it was Mayville State downing Valley City State in 5 sets. A very, very impressive matchup between both of those squads. Kind of anticipated it would probably go to 5, and indeed it did just that. But we've got presentation, we've got Bellevue coming up here before you know it on the web here. It's the NSAA Super 6 at the Watertown Civic Arena on the YouTube page. Let's go ahead and kick things over to our public address right here and right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise as we ask you to remove your headwear as we honor this great country with the performance of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center court for our champions of character team members from Presentation College and Bellevue University. We'll begin the match with a ceremonial handshake. Congratulations to Sydney Miller of Presentation College and Brooklyn Hunt from Bellevue University on being 2 athletes who best represent the 5 core values of integrity, respect, responsibility, and servant leadership. At this time, we will have the introduction of the starting lineups. Starting first with the Bellevue University Bruins. Number 8, the setter, Olivia Your officials as assigned by the North Star Athletic Association for this match are Sydney Trigger and Lori Thompson. Line judges Chelsea Short and Scott Wagner. And now it's time for volleyball.
And this one, of course, for a chance to dance in the NSAA championship. The winner of this contest will get either Viterbo or Mayville State. We'll have the broadcast of that one coming up, of course, at the conclusion of this one. Bellevue, a very, very, very solid program. The numbers on the left-hand side of your screen there, you would say, okay, I see numbers, I see numbers. Tukes, can you kind of break those numbers down for me? Okay, I'll give things to you in the simplest of ways I possibly can. Olivia Gallus is the NSAA Player of the Year. Olivia Gallus is the NSAA Setter of the Year. The Bruins, they have 4 players on their program that are first-team all-conference players. Translation, they're a very, very good team. They're very well coached, and they're playing some of their better volleyball right now, as a matter of fact. They've won 10 straight games, 10 straight matches, more accurately, plus defeating Viterbo last week in 4 sets. Bruins are 25-6 coming into this one, 13-1 in conference play. And you look at those numbers on the left-hand side of your screen for the Saints of Presentation College, and you say, okay, Tukes, can you break it down for me? No sweat. The deal is, for the Saints, we'll find out if the slipper still fits. They have been the Cinderella story of the tournament here starting up today in Watertown. Saints winning over Dakota State in straight sets for the first time since 2016. Presentation College on the left-hand side of your screen. They will serve first with Laura Babcock, who plays in her 144th career match here tonight. That is a program record, as the Saints are now on defense here. Now make it now offense, as Albrecht just kind of taps it over to the Bellevue side of things, and a little bit of a cut shot right there that will go for the Bruins of Bellevue. First point of the contest goes to Sydney Sledge, sophomore right side hitter from Omaha. Saints in their black tops and black trunks with gold trim, white numbers. Bellevue purple tops with some white trim as well, black trunks and gold numbers. Snow takes the swing far side, picked up by Kearns on the near side, gets through the block, controlled by Corey for Laura Babcock. Far side for Snow, gonna tap it on over, had 7 kills earlier on this afternoon. Sledge, another big rip, picked up by Tobin, they're in the back row. Corey setting backside for Albrecht. And once again, the dig by the defense, now tapped over. Babcock gives chase, Saints left to free ball it over, and Tobin will do just that. Controlled by Sledge for the moment, tapped over. Now this is McKenna taking the big swing. Nice dig defensively by Ethan there in the back row. And we're gonna have a whistle. I think the Saints are in the net. So a good volley, but the point goes to the Bruins. Got a chance to catch up with head coach Chelsea Albrecht before this one, and she said, Tukes, to win this one, we got to play almost a flawless game. You know, we've played these folks pretty tough. Bellevue, certainly beatable. Dickinson took them to 5 not that long ago, so they're not perfect. Nobody is, but you almost have to play perfect to beat them. Here's Snow with an opportunity, and it gets through somehow, and Coach Albrecht with a smile on her face. Kanopik gonna tap it over. Dug out by Komodo, and the Saints learn the point here, as Presentation College will go right back to the service line, as Albrecht will depart. Sydney Miller in for PC, Savannah Koga in for the Saints as well. Champion of Character award winner, the Saints. Sydney Miller, she'll put it in play right into your living room. Nice pass by Komodo in the back row. Far side swing, gets through the block. Miller, far side for Snow. Komodo is there. This is a middle shot. Miller tries to give chase. Tobin trying to keep it alive, to no avail. And Nicole Meyer earns the first termination of the set for her. Meyer coming into this one with 107 kills on the season. Sierra Athan, of course, first with 330. And the Saints are right now on serve receive. This is Miller, backside for Snow, and she's blocked, but down to the floor. And the Saints will earn the point there from McKenna Snow. Saints trim the deficit down to 1, 3-2. And a quick substitution as Snow departs. And checking in will be the crafty one, Cassidy Keller. She'll put it in play from left to right as we see it, and as you do for that matter as well. Set backside, nice setup, but an even better block by Kirsten Kanopik. That's her first block of the contest, and Canopic was all over the place earlier on this afternoon against Dakota State with 6 blocks to pace the Saints' defensive charge, and we're tied up at 3 apiece. Keller puts it in play, passed in the back row by the Bruins. Near side swing, blocked again by Canopic. Olivia Gallus on the near side took a big swing, and Canopic on back-to-back plays comes up with a block. No, this is not a recording. Presentation College 4, Bellevue University 3. Keller looking to give the Saints some more breathing room here on offense. Going to be tapped over. Nice ball placement right there by Jackie Apel. Putting it down to the floor for the first time here today as well. Very deep, dynamic program Bellevue is. Athan, Apple, Kearns, Sledge. They are very, very multiple, and they are very, very deep. Saints on serve receive with Keller. Miller setting up Canopic in the middle, and Kirsten Canopic getting off to a good start here. Putting it down to the floor there in addition to those 2 blocks early. Presentation earns a 1-point advantage as Sledge will take a breather, and checking back in is Brooklyn Hunt, Champion of Character Award winner for the Bruins of Bellevue. 14th ranked team in the country, early stages of this first set. Taylon Betcher puts the right hand to the bottom, passed in the back row, far side on the slide. There's the kill for Apel. Her second, and we're tied up at 5. Saints in that first contest against Dakota State with 91 digs in straight sets. That's a pretty lofty number for a straight set sweep. Saints need to be on that same sort of par here today as Bellevue serves into the net. Service error there for the Bruins as Allie Kearns left that one a bit short. Saints will serve with a 1-point advantage as the hometown gal Olivia Corey will check back in. Really have done a great job with this gymnasium over the last handful of years. It really wasn't that long ago. This place was kind of dark, but they've really done a fine job with it. There's the dump. Babcock is ready for it, though. This is Corey setting up Albrecht. Komodo with the pass. Near side tip. Blocked by the Saints again, but Bellevue gets it back. They'll try to swing again. Tapped into the back row. Good effort by Babcock. Corey setting up far side for Grace Tobin down the line. And a nice little tip pass to Komodo. Near side swing. It's out of bounds. Back-to-back points for the black and gold, and the Saints lead it 7-5. Hometown trip for Olivia Corey and Maggie Hesch. Both won that state AA championship back in 2019. That was in Sioux Falls, but they play their home games here in Watertown Civic Arena. In the middle, big swing and a big kill. And a good start for Jackie Apel, and she's got 3 of them here. Apel, first team all-conference player, another hometown gal from Bellevue. This Bruins team got a lot of height on it too. Very athletic squad under head coach Trish Sudlick, who's been doing it for a long time for this program, has always got them to play on the national scene. Tobin takes the swing, that one's out of bounds. And back-to-back points for the Bruins as we are now even, a touchdown apiece. We've got the same amount of points on the scoreboard as DeGrees and Dickinson right now, 7. Bruins to serve from right to left. It's Apel for Babcock. Corey gives chase for Tobin. And a nice dig defensively by the Bruins. Watch the dump. Saints were not ready for that, though, perhaps, as Nicole Meyer puts it down to the floor for the second time here today. Very early stages of this first set. Saints hitting 091, the Bruins at 118. And the Saints will go back on serve receive with 4 across their back row, with Corey, Tobin, Babcock, and I think that's Cassidy Keller, I believe. Kind of tough to tell from the rafters sometimes. It is Cassidy. She's there on serve receive for Corey, backside for Tobin. And we're gonna have a whistle and a violation on the Bruins. Saints are in the point. Laura Babcock telling company, hey, let's go ahead and get this extra point back. Kind of tie this thing up here and now perhaps take the lead. As you can see on the crawler at the bottom of the screen, Jada Mitchell of Viterbo named the league's most valuable offensive player. And speaking of importance and offensive, how about the serve from Grace Tobin? First service ace for Grace. Saints take the lead 9-8. Tobin puts it in play, just barely out of bounds. Grace Tobin listens to Jimmy Eat World the middle before games. You know how that one goes? We'll just take some time in the middle. Yeah, they sing that one a lot better than I do. We're tied at 9 apiece. Bellevue to put it in play from right to left as we see it, and you as well. Babcock on serve receive. Corey setting up McKenna Snow, but she is blocked and down to the floor. Nice piece of defense by Nicole Meyer of the Bruins as Bellevue takes that lead back 10-9 in this first set. Bellevue, this is their first match of the day as a 2 seed, earning that first round bye. Snow on serve receive. Corey backside for Maggie Hesh. She's blocked, but Toby is there. That's Tobin. Near side, Albrecht blocked again. Saints will try to push it into the back row, and we're going to have a whistle. And what do we have? Perhaps a double contact. Yes, that is the call. Back-to-back points for the home squad on the scoreboard. That, of course, would be the 2 seed in the North Star, the Bruins of Bellevue. Saints go back on serve receive. Olivia Gallus to put it in play, the senior. Bellevue native. It's a bit short. Saints dig it out, though, with Maggie Hesh. Snow takes the swing. Kearns is there, though. In the middle, Babcock brought her shovel. Hesh in the middle, tap it into the back row. Perfect execution by Maggie Hesh, and she knows all the spots on this floor where players are not. It's one piece of her game that I think has really improved throughout the year. Talk about court awareness for Maggie Hesh. Came to PC because of Coach Albrecht's recruiting process and the patience that she showed her, as well as, oh, by the way, I'm on the team with my best friend, Olivia Corey. And Jackie Apel gets that point right on back for the Bruins. She has 4 quick ones, and Bellevue takes that lead and puts it back up to 2. Saints are going to go on serve receive. Put in play by Athan, and there is a service ace for Sierra Athan. 13-10. Now, if you're the Saints, you can't let this thing get any bigger than it is, this deficit. Got to go side out here. Athan lets it go short. Babcock is there. Corey setting up Canopic far side. Good ball placement to the top of the tape and put down by Albrecht, who had herself a day in this morning session. Albrecht was on it. 21 swings, 10 kills, hit 476. To go along with 4 digs there as well, tying her career high earlier on the season. Freshman business major from Gallatin High School. Will be tapped over. Now Komodo kept it alive, setting up backside, going to be free balled over. Canopic is going to play Miller. Big swing. I think that was tipped. Referees say otherwise, though. And the Bruins earn the point right on back in a 14-11 lead. Here comes Rayanne Komodo from Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm not so sure if she's adjusted to cold temperatures like this. Heck, I'm from Chicagoland. I'm still not used to it. Babcock setting up Tobin on a little free ball. Big swing in the middle and down to the floor for Jackie Apel, her 5th kill. And I think you might want to think about a timeout right now, and that's exactly what head coach Chelsea Albrecht will do. 15-11 your score, Bruins +4. We are back after this. You're watching the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. We are back from the Watertown Civic Arena. Guess who's back? Almost like we never left. Sorry, folks. Voice lessons are something I need to take. Okay, can't sing, but I can talk, I suppose, from once in a blue moon. Komodo will put it in play. Tobin on serve receive for Miller in the middle for Canopic. Nice ball placement there, but an even better piece of defense by Bellevue. Canopic is going to try again, and she'll get the result. Kirsten Canopic with a pair of kills here. Her mom, Dawn, played women's basketball at the University of Minnesota Morris, so a very, very athletic family there are the Canopics. 15-12 your score, the Bruins +3. Nice aggressive serve by Cassidy Keller. Serving up near side, hard tomahawk for Allie Kearns, her first. Bruins go +4. They lead at 16-12 in this first set. And Sledge navigates to the free throw line. That's a fun name to say. It's a cool name. Sydney Sledge. That just sounds like someone that's really good at volleyball. And, well, Sydney Sledge is really good at volleyball. All right, this is Miller. Far side for Tobin, attacking air. And Saints are now -5. Got to get this thing back into control. Because if you let this deficit blossom and bloom, you're in trouble. Bellevue, they can put one on you and really, really quick. Babcock on serve receive for Miller. Kanopik in the middle. Big rip. Nice dig by Komodo. Far side swing, blocked by the Saints. Kanopik is there again. I've got her for 3 early ones here. Saints with 5 blocks early in this one to trim the deficit down to 4. As Kanopik and Babcock will depart. Taylon Betcher in for the Saints, as is Maggie Hesh as well. 17-13. Served by Betcher. Set up near side. And guess who? It's Kearns again. Kearns with, I got her for 3 here early. And Bellevue leads it 18-13 in this first set. Saints with 3 across their back row. Babcock, Keller, and Tobin. This is Grace with the pass. Miller in the middle for Maggie. Gets through the block and down to the floor. Maggie, once again, a transfer student from the University of South Dakota. Track and field there. Got the nickname of Magatron, like Maggie, but Magatron. There you go. We had Megatron back in the day for Presentation College Football with Logan Weiser, but this time it's Magatron. All right, near side swing, gets through the block for the moment. A little bit of miscommunication between Hesh. Now on the joust, it's won by the Saints. Komodo controls, dumped into the corner. Babcock is there. Corey, far side for Grace. Tries the roll shot. Good defense on the joust. Tapped over by Tobin. They'll try again in the middle. And oh, nice piece of offense as Apel earns her 6th kill. Miscommunication across that back row with Corey and Babcock. And Laura just slaps a low 5 with her and says, we'll get the next one. 19-14, the home squad. Apel to serve for the Bruins. Pass by Tobin. Corey in the middle from Maggie, gonna tap it over. I'm telling you what, Maggie Hesh just knows every place of this floor so well, and her court awareness continues to impress. I don't know how you defend a player like that. She just has so many different shots in her arsenal. She can rip it if she needs to. She can tap it if she needs to. Saints trim the deficit down to 4. Tobin with the serve. Near side swing, gets through the block. Controlled by Corey. Saints have to use this now. Snow fading away, sends it into the back row. Bruins ready for it. Little one ball in the middle, put down for Nicole Meyer, her 3rd kill. Bruins are hitting .233 in this first set. Saints a $143. And Coach A wants another timeout. 20-15 your score. We'll take another break. You're watching and listening to the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Back inside the Watertown Civic Arena, David Tewksbury on hand. Good to be with you on this finally Friday. A good Veterans Day wish to you and yours. Thank you to all the veterans past and present for defending the greatest country in the world. If you'd like to shoot us a tweet at David Tewksbury on the old Twitter machine there as well, leave us a chat in the stream there as well on YouTube, and we'll see if we can give you some shout outs here on the broadcast. Laura Babcock on serve receive for Snow. She's blocked. The Saints get it back though. This is McKenna trying again, and a good piece of defense by Bellevue on the dig. They'll try the cut shot. Babcock is ready. Corey backside for Albrecht and the kill. Saints needed that big time. Micaiah Albrecht, her second kill of the contest. 20-16 your score. Saints down by 4 as Laura Babcock will serve. .957 service percentage. Good for second all-time in program history behind Abigail Wall. Tough angle. Got it through though. Near side Albrecht again. Good dig by the defense and Kearns. Big swing. Blocked by Kanopik again. Near side. Babcock gets down to a knee and somehow picks it up. Snow blocked, pushes through. This is Komodo. Watch the dump. No, they'll go backside. And Corey, good effort, but a kill for Sledge. Sydney Sledge, another gal right there in the Bellevue area. Omaha and Bellevue pretty much a stone's throw from each other, which feels like. 21-16 your score. Bruins up by 5, looking to win this first set with 4 more points. Athan to put it in play. Pass by Tobin. This is Corey, far side for Snow. Gets through the block and dug out by Gallus. Near side, they'll have to free ball it over. Saints are ready for it with Tobin. This is Corey, near side for Albrecht. And Komodo kept it alive. Fading away is Sledge and picked up by Snow. And we'll have a whistle here, I think. I think they're going to call a lift. Yep, a lift is called on the Bruins. One of my favorite Radiohead songs, Lift. You've been stuck in a place, and so on. That's how it goes. All right, 21-17, Bruins up by 4. Miller puts it in play. Komodo is there on serve receive. Near side swing. Kearns gets another one. Allie Kearns has 4. Very dynamic attack here for the Bruins. It's not just 1 or 2 players. You've got Apel with 5. Meyer has 3. Kearns with a pair. I've got Apel for 6, but officially now for 5. 22-17, Saints down by 5. Babcock on serve receive, setting up McKenna Snow. Komodo with a nice dig. And Kearns kept it alive and free-balled over. This is Tobin for Miller, for Kanopik. Closed fist, sends it over. Bruins control. And blocked for the moment, but another kill for Allie Kearns. 23-17 as head coach Chelsea Albrecht has utilized both of those timeouts. So we have to find a way to get this done without the usage of those. Komodo for Tobin. Miller can't get it, and that's essentially a service ace for Rayanne Komoto. 24-17, the Bruins lead by 7, and they're in the driver's seat. Komodo looking to win this one here for the Bruins in this first set. Komodo, a couple of dribbles. Brand of the ball, by the way, is Bodden. So she's spinning that Bodden in her hands, puts the right hand to it. Pass by Snow. This is Babcock, far side from McKenna. Takes the swing. Komodo, nice defense. Brought the shovel there. Back row attack. Babcock is ready, though. This is Miller. One ball for Kanopik. She's blocked. Played off of the net, though, by the Saints. Miller, flat-footed, sends it over to the Bruins side. Another big tomahawk kill for Jackie Apel. And Apel hammers it down for the 6th time here in this first set. 25-17, the Bruins, they win the first set. Bruins, last time these two teams played each other, won it in straight sets. And teams will exchange sides of the floor. We'll come on back to the Watertown Civic Arena. You're listening and watching to the NSAA Super 6. as we welcome you back inside the Watertown Civic Arena. 25-17 your final score in that first set. The 14th ranked team in the country playing like the, well, 14th ranked team in the country. Bruins hitting .286 in that first set. Jackie Apel hitting .714. That's pretty good. 7 total attacks, 7 total attacks, 6 kills and 1 error. And you've also got 4 kills from Allie Kearns as well. 3 from Nicole Myers. Saints hitting $125. 2 kills from Tobin, Albrecht, and Hesch for the Saints. 7 digs from Laura Babcock. 7 digs from Allie Kearns for the Bruins. 4 lead changes. We were tied 6 times in that first set as the Saints start off on serve receive with Tobin in there in the middle. This is Corey setting up McKenna Snow near side. And that ball was, I think, contacted. Maybe not. Chelsea Albrecht sure thought so. And she thought that ball might have been in too. That ball was out of bounds by about maybe 4 or 5 inches. Didn't miss by much. Nice contingent of Saints fans there, as you can see on the far side of the gym, making the trek from the hub city. Babcock tries to give chase, but a service ace for the Bruins for Olivia Gallus. Her 34th of the season. And she'll get another opportunity to get back to the service line. She'll put it in play from left to right, passed by Tobin. This is Kanopik kind of just mistiming her jump, and the Saints are a little out of whack here to start up the second set. Certainly not the way you had drawn things up if you're head coach Chelsea Albrecht. You know, you kind of take your lump there a little bit in that first one, losing at 25-17. By the way, last time these two teams played each other, 25-18 was your final score in that first set as the Bruins service into the net. So I thought the Saints played quite well against the Bruins in the first meeting, or last meeting, more accurately, on October the 28th, last time these two teams played each other. And the Saints played well, but that just goes to show you how good Bellevue is. It's like, yeah, the Saints played a pretty solid game, and the Bruins won it in straight sets with numbers that you would think are pretty convincing. And now Kanopik, speaking of convincing, I think she's convinced everybody inside the Watertown Civic Arena to try to stop hitting it at her. She's got a bevy of blocks here already in this one, and that one, I believe, of the solo variety. Saints trim the deficit down to 2, check that down to 1. And now this is Sydney Miller, the Champion of Character Award, putting it in play for the Saints. Big rip, that one's out of bounds. And they're gonna say that ball was tipped, and ooh, I'm not so sure. That one was pretty close. Saints certainly didn't think it was, but the referee right on top of it said yes. And we yield to them. 4-2, the Bruins. Put in play, Babcock with the pass on serve receive. Kanopik playing a little outside for a kill. So she can do this on the inside, she can do it on the outside. Kirsten Kanopik is a player. And talked with head coach Chelsea Albrecht before the season started about the sophomore crew here. Corey and Maggie Hesch and McKenna Snow and others. And before I could even finish my thought, she goes, yeah, don't forget about Olivia, or make that Kirsten Kanopik as well. As Babcock comes up with the dig now. Kept alive by Heller, and Koga sends it over, and referee says it was out of bounds. One referee I thought said it was in, or now the public address says it goes to the Saints, but the referee says it goes to the Bruins. I'll trust the referee. So Komodo will serve, and Keller can't quite get there. That ball just playing tricks. Rayanne Komodo with a pair of service aces here today. Now 25 on the season, came in with 23 here. And even a dunce like me, I can do that shorthand math. Komodo sends it over, and that one's out of bounds. Keller gave chase and said, let it go. So she does. Saints earn the point, and the serve back, trailing it 6-4. Check out that tracker, that crawler there on the bottom of the screen. Michelle Micklejohn earning the NSAA Women's Volleyball Assistant Coach of the Year. Coach of the Year was Coach DeLong of Viterbo. And a little miscommunication between Olivia Gallus and her hitters. As Maggie Hesch says, all right, good job. And sometimes you don't even really need to make a play. Sometimes the opposition will make it for you sometimes. Bellevue, not a team to do that a whole heck of a lot, though. They're pretty clean. Backside set. That one's out of bounds. Was it contacted? I don't think so. And it was not. So head coach Trish Sedlick looks at the referee and says, was it touched? The referee says nope. And we're tied at 6. It'll be Betcher putting it in play. Nice short serve. Nice service ace right there by Talon Betcher. And 4 straight points. The Saints of Presentation College, another multi-sport athlete. Basketball, volleyball, track and field, did stunt and cheer in high school. Radiology major. Her dad, Ryan, was a 4-sport athlete at Dickinson State. Big swing gets through the block and down to the floor for the Bruins as Sydney Sledge earns another one. So, it's interesting seeing and hearing about all of this North Star flair. And I would imagine with Talon's dad, Ryan, probably not in a part of the North Star when her pops was playing. Komodo with a nice dig. North Star, of course, just starting up in 2013. Blocked by Hesh in the middle. They'll go back row attack. Tapped over. Babcock gives a good effort, but a little bit short. Sierra Ethan earns the kill there. I've got her now for her first. Ethan, first team all-conference player. NAIA third team All-American from 1 season ago. This is Tobin on serve receive for Miller. Far side, and we're gonna have a whistle as that was on the far side of the pin of the antenna there. So back-to-back points for the Bruins. And Bellevue leads it by 2, 9-7. Bellevue to put it in play from left to right as you see it. Tobin for Miller, back for Grace. Send it over for the kill. Didn't need much, but good enough for Grace Tobin. That's her 3rd kill of the contest. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 1 as Albrecht is going to get in for Koga. Miller also out for Olivia Corey. Olivia Corey named after Olivia, Minnesota. Set up far side, big block by the Saints. Hesh was there. Gonna be free balled over. Babcock with the dig, but good enough for the Bruins. Saints just a little bit out of place, just a little bit. And the Bruins earn the point on a free ball. And if you're the Saints, you can't make it that easy on the Bruins. Kearns to serve, junior from Omaha. Saints with 4 across their back row. Keller with the pass. Corey setting up Grace Tobin, close-fisted left arm goes through, and Bellevue gets it back, and that one's out of bounds. Attacking error for Jackie Apel, sophomore middle blocker, another Bellevue gal. It's one thing that's kind of neat about this Bruins squad. I mean, they recruit fairly local. I mean, yeah, you got your player here or there that's from out of state, like, say, Hawaii and what have you, but by and large, they're recruiting pretty local. Hesh is blocked for the moment. Corey gonna free ball it over to the Bruins side. Watch the dump. Yep, I was gonna say, Gallus. And that's one of the plays where Gallus, man, she's just so dynamic and athletic, particularly in the air. You know, she makes moves in the air that you kind of look at and you say, boy, she must have been a gymnast in another life. Nice piece of offense. There's the serve, passed by Snow. Corey setting up McKenna on the near side, gets through the block. Dug out by Apel and dumped over. The Bruins once again. 12-9, and Coach A says timeout. Give me a couple of moments to get our defense sorted out here. 12-9 your score. You're listening and watching to the NSAA Super 6 on the Watertown Aero Activities YouTube page. Thanks again for lending us your eyes and ears. Got to give a shout out to Constance Rollins for the live chat there on the YouTube page. Constance Rollins, great player for the Saints for the last couple of years. Really dynamic player. Incredible athleticism for the Saints. And I thought when she got her timing down as the Saints earned the point on the net violation for the Bruins, I mean, she would be up there. I'd put Constance Rollins up there with the best of them in the North Star when she was on. Constance Rollins, of course, graduating. Still see her around campus from time to time at Saints volleyball matches. And the Saints will have a service error, and that advantage goes right back up to 3. So yes, be advised, yeah, give us a couple of notes on the old YouTube page there as well. You leave us the live chat, we'll give you a shout out as well. At David Tewksbury on the old Twitter handle there as well. We'll give you some shout outs. You tweet them in, we'll shout you out. Tobin on the pass. They might go for Snow. That ball was tipped. Yes, McKenna Snow for the kill. Her second. Saints got to get this offense kind of clicking with McKenna as well as Micaiah. Albrecht was on it in that first one. Maggie Hesch, Kirsten Kanopik off to a pretty good start, but Grace Tobin a little bit quiet right now with just 3 kills. Nice aggressive serve there as Bellevue way out of system, and a service ace for the Saints of Presentation College as Sydney Miller has this one for the Saints. And Sid the Kid, again, of course, that Champion of Character Award winner, picks that one up there. Her 25th service ace of the season, but she'll give it right on back as the Bruins learn the point after the service error. 14-12 your score as Ethan will serve for the Bruins. Miller with 7 double-doubles this season for the transfer from South Puget Sound Community College. Very loquacious athlete. Also wish her the very, very best as well. Also engaged. Wishing a happy and a healthy. Nice piece of defense for the Bruins. 15-12. Bellevue going to get the point right on back to the service line once again. Sierra Ethan going to dribble that Baden 3 times in a 4th. Put the right hand to it, a little bit short. Dug out by Snow. Near side Kanopik takes the swing, and that will be just out of bounds. Not contacted, and the Bruins earn that 4-point advantage once again. Saints 9-21 coming into today with a win, 10-21. Bruins 25-6, 13-1 that service short, and the service error by the Bruins. Saints just kind of hanging around. You know, they're not being blown out. They're not playing a clean game, but the Bruins have made some errors today. And should Bellevue win this, those are errors you can't make against Mayville or Viterbo next, should they win it. In the middle, big swing, nice pass by Miller. Babcock gives chase. They'll free ball it over with Toby. That's Grace Tobin, and Grace, just an unforced error. She's had a tough kind of day here a little bit. Attacking at 091, 11 attacks, just 3 kills and only 2 errors. So Bruins earn the free point. Komodo will put it in play. Pass by Keller. This is Miller for Kanopik in the middle. Was it tipped? The Saints sure think so. Ball lands in bounds, and the referee says it was tipped. So Kanopik earns her 4th kill of the contest. And the Saints earn the point back, trying to slice into this deficit from the Bruins as Taylin Betcher navigates to the service line to put it in play for PC. You have a dirt bike rider, left it short. You know, it's these unforced errors that you just can't have against a really good team like the Bruins. You can't make it easy on them. Babcock back in. She'll get Betcher. 17-14. Sledge to serve. Sledge stands way back there. Tobin with the pass. Grace running a roll shot, gets over the top and out of bounds. Timeout taken by head coach Chelsea Albrecht here as well. That's her second. 19-14 your score. The Bruins in the driver's seat. We are back to the Watertown Civic Arena after this on the YouTubes. 19-14 your score. Presentation College trails the 14th ranked team in the country. Looking for a big side out here. This is Tobin for the swing and the kill, and Grace lets the defense know about it. Grace Tobin earning the kill there for the Saints of Presentation College. Got to give a shout out to the 5th ranked person in program history in terms of all-time digs, the Saints of Presentation College. You may know her as Mallory Ravenberg, now goes by Mallory Jones. Of course, married to Nate Jones, a couple of Britain products there. Big swing, big kill for the Bruins. Right there with Jackie Apel putting it down to the floor, but Mallory Jones watching on YouTube there as well, saying go Saints. Shane Raymond, a shout out to him as well. We appreciate that. Thanks for dialing us up on the Watertown Aero Activities YouTube stream. 20-15 Bellevue with the lead. They are in the driver's seat. Again, this is Keller. Saints left to free ball it over with Tobin. Controlled there by the Bruins. There's this big swing. I think Apel might have been in the net a little bit. I guess not. Jackie Apel, once again, I've got her for 8. Got her for 8 kills here today. She has had herself a very, very fine, nice night at the office. 10 kills, 10 attacks, 8 kills. She's hitting 600. Tobin running a roll shot. Nice pass by Kearns. There's going to be a dump, and that one's just out of bounds. Didn't miss by much. Saints are in the point, 21-16. Your score in this one as Grace Tobin to the service line for the Saints of Presentation College. With the pass, far side swing down to the floor. Boy, bringing a little extra was Sierra Athan on that exchange. Hammering it down for her 2nd kill of the contest. Check that, she's up to 5 now. Okay, yep, forgot to add the 1 over there. This is what happens. Math is not your forte. 22-16. Pass by Babcock on serve receive. Backside for Albrecht for the kill. Needed that one. 22-17. Micaiah Albrecht, her 3rd. And the Saints trim the deficit down to 5. And you need a run right now. And you would want Laura Babcock to be at the service line for you. Career high 6 service aces against Fisk. Puts this one in play. Nice aggressive serve there. They'll have to free ball it over. And the Saints will utilize this, hopefully, if you're a Saint fan. Kanopic, nope, we're going to watch this one go to McKenna Snow, who puts it down. Snow with 4 kills. Saints trim the deficit down to 4. Here's Babcock getting a really, really good pass and down to the floor for Olivia Gallus. I'm going to call that one for Meyer. All right, 23-18, your score. Saints looking for a side out here on defense. It's Gallus to the service line. Gallus sends it over to Tobin. Corey setting backside for Albrecht. Big rip there, but pass by Kearns on the dig. This one gets blocked by Kanopic, but Bellevue controls. Tobin with the pass. Near side Snow, down to the floor again for McKenna. She's got 5. 23-19 in the 2nd set. Presentation College lost the 1st set 25-17. They've got work to do here yet. Need 4 to tie. Sydney Miller to serve for PC. Kearns with the pass. And we're going to have a whistle. That's going to be a double contact violation on Bellevue. 23-20 your score. As the Saints go back to the service line, back-to-back points for PC. Sydney Miller sends it over. Controlled by the Bruins for the moment. Hard swing, dug out by Tobin. Nice defense there by Grace. Now they'll go back row attack for Tobin. Got to pay it off, and she does. She does it on D, she does it on O. She can do. Grace Tobin with the play, and Trish Sedlick says timeout, squad. Let's figure out our defense and worry about putting the body on number 12. 23-21 your score. We are back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6. Presentation College with a little momentum on their side, trailing at 23-21. Sydney Miller to the service line, and passed by Kearns in the back row. Bellevue looking to put an end to that. Gets through the block though. Tobin now for Snow, blocked but gets through. In the middle, blocked again. Babcock gives chase, dumped over by Miller. Oh, it's Miller time. Sid the Kid puts it down for the dump. And the Saints are a point away from tying things up at 23. How about Sydney Miller, the Champion of Character Award winner for the Saints? Miller puts the right hand to it. Kearns on serve receive. Far side, big swing roll shot. Tobin is there. Miller to Snow for the tie. Blocked, gets through. Kearns watch the dump. Far side, big rip, and Babcock is there again. Miller for Tobin, back row attack, too hard. Attacking error, 24-22, the Bruins. Saints looking for a side out here to extend this thing to what they hope to be extra points. Sierra Athan to serve for the Bruins, looking to win this second set. They're a point away. Tobin with the pass. Miller near side for Snow, and that ball is out of bounds. Attacking error. Saints look like they had the momentum on their sideline, but a couple of errors, and the Bruins win the second set 25-22. And like we talked about with head coach Chelsea Albrecht earlier, she said we just have to almost play a clean, perfect game, and a couple of errors there for the Saints. And the Bruins win set 1, 17, and winning set 2, 22. We are back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Happy to be back in the saddle with you here on this Friday edition of the NSAA Super 6 from the Watertown Civic Arena. Got to give a big shout out to our crew here. Ryan Remmers has really put together a great crew of students and volunteers. It's been an absolute blast to be here in Watertown from Watertown Civic Arena. Got to give a big shout out to him and his crew and the staff, Convention and Visitors Bureau here in Watertown, as well as Roger Turnus and everyone making this broadcast possible. It's been a lot of fun, and looking for more fun here in set 3 for the Bruins and Saints. Bellevue hitting .269 for the contest. And you take a look at your Super 6 bracket right in front of you there. Mayville State and Viterbo will have that contest following this one. Bellevue certainly in the driver's seat, looking to advance to a championship. Talked with Trish Sedlick before this one, and she said we've had a lot of chances. We've had a lot of great wars with the V-Hawks in years past, and a lot of Super 6 finals. And the way this one is going, you would anticipate Bellevue to continue to try to get into that championship game, of course, and Mayville a tall task ahead of them against Viterbo, a very, very well-coached team. Coach DeLong winning the NSAA Coach of the Year one night ago. And the Saints in this one hitting .086, 5 kills from Grace Tobin, as well as McKenna Snow. Tobin also has 8 digs, 9 digs for Laura Babcock, 10 digs for Allie Kearns of the Bruins. And the Saints are going to start up nearly with a service ace, and Komodo somehow sends it back. This is Kanopik in the middle for the kill. Kirsten Kanopik has had herself a very, very nice night tonight in terms of blocks, and when given opportunities, she's making hay too. 4 total blocks for her. Babcock with the serve, nice aggressive serve, pass by Kearns. In the middle, nice block again by Kanopik. Feel like we've said that a time or two. No, this is not a recording. It's a block by Kirsten Kanopik. Saints earn the point once again, and Kanopik only going to get better. Laura Babcock, jump float, sent over, controlled by the Bruins. Will set backside on a cut shot, and Tobin gives effort, but can't quite get there as the kill goes to Nicole Meyer. Give her credit there, and the Bruins earn the point. Saints lead it 2-1 in this one. Pass by Babcock. This is Corey setting up backside for Micaiah Albrecht for the kill there. Albrecht, another one. Got to get her going in this third set. Albrecht with 4 terminations. 3-1 your score in favor of the Saints. And Sydney Miller will serve for PC. Miller puts it in play. There's Komodo on serve receive. Near side swing for Kearns. Tobin is there. Miller for Kanopik, gonna tap it over. Kearns. Now they'll go back row attack. Blocked, gets through. Miller for Snow. Blocked. Saints kept it alive, or do they? We're gonna call the Saints on a lift. Saints sideline, Taylor Succo saying, what? Come on. She can't believe it. 3-2 in favor of the Saints. Saints with the pass here. Miller, long run at it. McKenna Snow, the running roll shot. Good effort by the defense. And Sierra Athan. Now Babcock with the dig of her own. Miller for McKenna. Blocked. Babcock again was there. Kanopik in the middle does her thing, but Komodo does hers. Kearns puts it down. Allie Kearns gives the Bruins the tie and the serve. Saints hitting .092 here today. The Bruins at .250. Thought maybe that the Bruins might show some signs of rust, you know, not playing all day and then you have to play. Saints maybe the hot team a little bit. Kanopik sends it over. Bruins have shown no signs of rust. You know, that is another great piece of defense by Kirsten Kanopik with the block again. But I was going to say that, you know, when you see a team that shines no signs of rust seemingly ever, that just shows me they've got a really good coach and a great staff on that sideline there for the Bruins. Coach Sedlick, Coach Field, and Rhodes do a great job with this program. Big rip on that far side by Rosa Reed Booley. And I don't think it was touched. It was not. Saints are on the point, back-to-back points for the black and gold. And the Saints take the lead right on back, 5-3. This is Cassidy Keller. Can't quite get it over the top of the tape. Cassidy Keller, busy gal this last summer, working at the family grocery store, Thunder Valley Dragways. Over 1,000 kills in her illustrious career there at Canastota, which, by the way, is Canastota. And she says everybody does indeed call it can of soda, but I thought I was cute with that one. She says no, that's an everyone thing. Komodo, great dig. They'll go back row attack, big time. This is Keller for Miller, gonna set up Grace Tobin. Was it out of bounds? It was. Tobin says it was tipped. Referee says no, it was not. 5 apiece. This is Miller. Far side for Tobin. Going to tap it over. Good effort by the defense, but not quite good enough to get there. More shout outs here on the website of the old Tube of You, Nicole Apel. I would imagine that would be Jackie's mother. She says, go Bellevue. Sydney Miller says, or make that, Nicole Bray says, go Sydney Miller, all the way from Battleground, Washington. Haley Swenson says, rally back, let's go Saints. Bailey Wise with some shout outs there as well. As the Bruins, they earn the point right on back. And Gallus does her thing. I've got her now for 3 kills of the contest. Bruins and Saints are tied up at 6 apiece. But yes, continue to send those messages in on the live chat there on YouTube. Put in play by the Bruins. Keller can't quite get there. Tobin looked like she just kind of ran out of gas there a little bit. And maybe that's some of the legs of playing 2 games in a short amount of time, high intensity games, but even better offense right there by the Bruins. Nice aggressive serve by Allie Kearns, her first service ace. The Bruins, I've got them for 5 service aces today. Tobin with the pass in that 5-side zone. Tobin gonna send a cut shot, picked up by the Bruins, and they'll have an attack error on Jackie Apel. And the Saints will tie things up at 7 apiece in this one. Bellevue leads 2-0, winning the first set 17, winning the second set 22. Olivia Corey to serve for the Saints. Liv puts it over the top of the tape. Pass by the Bruins, near side swing, big rip, and another block. This time it's Maggie Hesh on the block from Sierra Athan. 8-7, the Saints. And Olivia Corey goes right back to the service line for Presentation College. Corey, state AA champ from Watertown back in 2019. Big swing in the middle. Oh boy, Jackie Apel. Woo. Man, did she load up for that one. And did she get some, she got some Bono right there. Little elevation. Hammers it down for the tie. And we're tied up at 8 apiece. Bruins right back to the service line. That one a little much on it and just out of bounds. Oh boy, didn't miss by much. Very, very close. Service error by the Bruins. The Saints earn the point. And the serve right on back as Grace Tobin, first team all-conference player, will put it in play. Second-degree black belt. Grace Tobin puts it to the near side 5 zone. Big swing and another kill. Man alive, can Sierra Athan bring some pop. 9 apiece. Wow is right. Wow. You can tell why they're the 14th ranked team in the country, huh? They got some ballers. Here comes the jump float for the Bruins. Put in play by Gallus. Passed by Snow. McKenna gonna get a chance. Blocked. Saints get it back. They'll go back to attack from Tobin. Nice pass by Kearns. In the middle, just a miss hit. Attacking error on Nicole Meyer. And you know, that's the thing about Bellevue is they don't really have a lot of errors. I mean, they're like any other team in the country. They do happen. They're not perfect, but you know, this hasn't exactly been one of their cleaner games, but feels like watching this team consistently, they just find a way. Tied at 10 as Apel hammers it down once again for the Bruins. Bruins with 33 kills, the Saints 23. Bruins are +7 in the digs category as well. Babcock with the pass. This is Albrecht. Nice defense by the Bruins. Setting up far side. Running attempt. Blocked by the Saints. Now Snow puts it down. McKenna has her 6th. And MacDaddy puts it down for the 6th time here today. She goes, Tukes, you call me MacDaddy on the broadcast. All right, there you go. She also says she doesn't like cold weather. For a girl that's from California, well, welcome to South Dakota, where you've got temperatures with the wind chill right around 0. 11-10, the Saints. Watch the dump. No, instead, they'll swing it up near side, and hammering it down is Allie Kearns. Kearns ties it up at 11 apiece in this 3rd set. Bruins with a bit of a run here is what they're looking for. It's going to be Komodo to put it in play. Passed by Snow. Miller for Kanopik. Down the line and a kill for Kirsten. Kanopik has 6. Man, can this girl play? I mean, she was really impressive as a freshman. She's had some injury problems a little bit in the sophomore campaign, but you know, it looks like she has just really found her way in the second half of the season. Going to be tapped over. Nice job by Jackie Apel for another kill for her. I've got her now for 10 kills on 13 swings. And as a wise man once said, that's pretty good. I don't know who that wise man was, but we're tied at 12. That much I can tell you. Put in play. This is Keller with the service error. And the service ace for Sydney Sledge. And Sledge will get another opportunity there at the service line after that one. Sledge's 18th service ace of the season. Bruins second in the country in kills per set. They've had another nice day here today. Far side, Tobin. She's blocked, gets it right on back though. Bruins control, one ball in the middle. And down to the floor for Apel. Give her 11. Saints down 2. I think if you go down 3, you're probably taking a timeout if you're head coach Chelsea Albrecht. Saints have yet to use a timeout in the second set. 14-12 your score, the Bruins +2. Here comes the serve. A little bit of mustard on that one, controlled by the Saints. Gets through the block from Koga. Going to be dumped over. Saints try to keep it alive. They cannot. And timeout is upcoming by head coach Chelsea Albrecht. 15-12 your score. Bruins +3, looking to win this one in straight sets. Looking to get that heart of the champion right on back into the final against perhaps Viterbo or Mayville State. We'll return to the Watertown Civic Arena after this. Back inside the broadcast booth here, you're watching the Watertown Aero Activities YouTube page. David Tewksbury alongside you, sir, or madam, the listener and viewer. Thanks for lending us your eyes and ears on this Veterans Day Friday. Wanting to thank all of our great veterans for service of this great country. Savannah Koga comes up with her first kill of the contest. Presentation College trims the deficit down to 2. 15-13 your score. Bellevue does lead 2-0 as Taylor Betcher will serve for the Saints of Presentation College here. Avid Camper and Fisher. She's caught a largemouth or a loudmouth. I'm the loudmouth. Maybe you caught a largemouth a time or two in her life. Saints control. This is Tobin going to tap it over on the cut shot. Going down to a knee was Kearns. Now Tobin with the pass. Miller for Hesh in the middle. Komodo was there. Watch the dump. There it is. Man, Olivia Gallus is such a stud. You know, and that's one of the reasons why she's the NSAA Player of the Year within this conference. Setter of the Year as well. 16-13 the Bruins. You know, by the time you can recognize that she's about to do the dump, it's too late. Miller for Maggie. Nope, not this time. A little bit out of bounds. Bellevue back-to-back points. They up the advantage to 4. 17-13. Bruins are +2 in terms of sets won. Saints looking for a side out here. Short serve. Babcock with the pass. Miller for Tobin. Blocked. Babcock tried to keep it alive, but not the case. And now you're down by 5, and you're in dire straits. Saints this season have been swept 12 times. They have done the sweeping 4 times. One of them just a couple hours ago against Dakota State. Miller, far side for Tobin, blocked. Got it back by Maggie. She'll tap it over. Komodo is there for the pass. Back row attack, down to the floor again for Kearns, and Bellevue, they can sense it. They lead at 19-13. Head coach Chelsea Albrecht says, give you a timeout. Let's see if we can kind of put the kibosh on this run from the Bruins. We're back after this. It's the NSAA Super 6. (19-13) your score. Presentation College trails the 14th ranked team in the country, the Bruins of Bellevue. Saints are on serve receive. This is Maggie in the middle, and she'll send it to that far side for another kill. And you know, the Saints this season, barring a crazy comeback, I mean, they're certainly not out of it, don't get me wrong, but I'll tell you what, they've got some players going forward. I mean, you're going to miss players like Sydney Miller and Laura Babcock, don't get me wrong, but the core of this program is young and they're talented. And there's another talented player. How about Maggie Hesh? Over the top of the tape, just puts it right down and says, that's mine now. I've got Maggie for 6 kills, but you add Kanopik and Hesh and Corey, Micaiah Albrecht and others. This is a really talented team going forward, I think. This is a really talented conference. Put down to the floor by the Bruins as Apel hammers it down. I've got her for 12 kills on 15 swings. Are you kidding me? What a day. Saints down 20-15. Tobin on serve receive. Nice job with the pass. Grace sends it over. Pass by Kearns. Near side, big rip down to the floor for Ethan for her 7th kill of the contest. Check that now up to 8 after that last exchange. Ethan, first team all-conference player this season for the Bruins. Saints down 21-15. Corey gonna send it down the line, and now they're gonna be dumping it over. Saints are ready for it though. Corey from Maggie for another one. Maggie Hesh from her best friend Olivia Corey. Great friendship, and it, I would surmise, had some incredible memories on this floor back in the day when they won the state championship in Class AA back in 2019 as Magatron puts it down to the floor once again. 21-16. Bellevue a little out of system. Great set. Saints control. Corey backside for Albrecht. I think that was touched. Yep, it was. Albrecht has another one. Albrecht has 5 kills here today on 10 swings, hitting .500, 0 errors. 21-17, Olivia Corey to serve for the Saints. Passed by Hunt, and now a big block. Hunt kept it alive for the moment. Oh, this is great defense by the Bruins. They'll send it over. Saints got to use this though. Here's Maggie again. Maggie's cooking in her hometown of Watertown. 21-18, Saints are battling back. And Grace Tobin right back to the service line for PC. Grace, a couple of dribbles of that. Bodden puts it over the top of the tape. Hunt is there with the pass in the middle, blocked, and down to the floor. Good effort by Hesh as well as Albrecht. But that's a big point for the Bruins. Saints had momentum on their side, but Bellevue just always finds a way to get it back. 22-18, the Bruins +4, looking to win this one in straight sets. Saints looking to hang on and stay alive. Here comes the jump float. Short, picked up by Hesh. Corey for Snow down the line. Kearns with the pass. Near side, big rip. Down to the floor for Sierra Athan. Athan's 9th kill of the contest. Nice Bellevue contingent, as you can see them in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, making the trek up from Nebraska. Babcock with the pass. Albrecht, big swing. Passed by Kearns, far side of the floor, going to be tipped over. Albrecht is there. Corey for McKenna for the kill. McKenna Snow with 7. I tell you what, it's death, taxes, and McKenna Snow is at least going to get you 7 kills. You know what I mean? I mean, every single time you look at the scoreboard, and she is always, always giving you at least 7. She's like a Vegas high roller, always rolling those 7s all night long. Kanopic with the block, Tobin with the pass. Far side Snow, passed by the Bruins, near side swing. Babcock kept it alive for the moment, but not long enough. Bellevue earns the point, 24-19. Athan in double figures now, that's her 10th. And the Bruins looking to win this one. Saints bench trying to get into the head of the service, and they do. Sierra Athan with the service error. The Saints are like a cat, looking for that 9th life. 24-20. They're not done yet, but you need Sydney Miller to go on a run. Sydney Miller sends it over. Pass by Komodo. They'll set up backside. Blocked again by Kirsten Kanopic. Stop me if you've heard this before. Kirsten Kanopic with the block shot. My goodness, can she play? Kanopic with 7 total blocks here today. Career high is 9 against Mayville. Saints down by 3. Komodo with the pass. Backside swing for the win, and there it is. Put down to the floor for the Bruins as Nicole Meyer ends the Saints in straight sets. Presentation hung tough. They battled hard. It's a good young program, but the Bruins just too much for the Saints as Bellevue, they up their record to 26-6. 14-1 in the North Star, and they await the winner of Viterbo as well as Mayville State. The Saints, they see their magic carpet ride come to a close here today. Clock strikes midnight on Cinderella, but a great year for head coach Chelsea Albrecht, earning her 135th career victory, and that was a tough one today against the Bruins, but got that 135th win against Dakota State earlier on today. We'll talk with head coach Trish Sedlick and come on back with numbers after this. We are back here broadcasting live from the Watertown Civic Arena. It is the NSAA Super 6. David Tewksbury joined alongside by head coach of the Bruins of Bellevue, Trish Sedlick. And coach, a very workmanlike performance. I mean, this is kind of what I expect from your squad. The Saints kind of hung in there, but you know, you're the 14th ranked team in the country for a reason.
They are, I even told Babcock at the end, she's a wonderful player to watch. Really did a great job for her career there, and props to Chelsea's team. Every year, every time we play them, they give us a great run, and there's been times they've been successful in their own gym, so it's not a fun place to play. But yeah, they did a nice job. We were able to stay balanced in our attack.
Indeed, and I tell you what, you got a really, really good team. We know that. You know, obviously the number before the name Bellevue kind of speaks for that you're pretty good, but I thought Jackie Apel tonight was maybe as good as I've seen her. I mean, hitting 600, 15 swings, 12 kills, 3 errors. I mean, what more can you ask from one of your better players? She's
an athletic player, coming on strong here towards the end of the year. Connections and just getting used to coming back into the middle. She was a right side for us, middle out of high school. But yeah, she's gaining that confidence. She's making those connections with Olivia. So yeah, she's doing well. It's still something that you know, why run all over the place when she can hang in the middle and throw that block off on the way down?
You know, it's interesting because coming into this one, I was kind of thinking to myself, which Bellevue team are we going to get? The team that's very well rested? You know, you've been resting all day. You got here on Wednesday, or maybe is there going to be some rust? Clearly, there was no rust for you guys today. And I said that I think, in my opinion, I'm not trying to blow smoke here, but I think that speaks to coaching. I think that speaks to your staff. Is that fair to say?
I mean, it's a good worry to have, or not a good worry, but it was something that was definitely in our minds. Do we come in and do a little practice this morning while the other game was going on? Do we just sit in our hotel? They wanted to come watch and this morning and watch that match and then kind of get out of the mix here for a little bit. Got our food, and then do we come early and get the rust off? We just kind of stayed focused and did our thing. At this point in the season, you can only practice so much, and it's just a matter of keeping them fresh and healthy, really, and then not overthink things.
Is this maybe one of the more deep teams that you've had? I mean, you've had some serious injuries this season, but you guys don't miss a beat.
We have some. We were plagued by the injury bug this year, and but we do have depth. We have quite a few players on the team that are able to fill in, play multiple positions. But yeah, I mean, we have Haley now coming in on the right side, who was a starting middle for us after an injury. So we have quite a bit rounded in our libero position. So rounded on all cylinders.
No coaching cliched answer here. You've got Mayville, you've got Viterbo. Any particular preference for the next one?
No preference. I mean, I think it's another good rivalry that I think Mayville wants the shot at the crown, and Viterbo could come in here and thinking, okay, hopefully they don't overlook Mayville. So that is something. Either one. I think our conference has had some good battles this year where nothing is safe. It could be maybe poise and grit on either team. A little poise from Viterbo and grit from Mayville. So we'll see.
All right, Coach. Well, much appreciated with your time up here.
Thank you very much. Great
Absolutely.
job.
My
Great
pleasure.
job.
And we'll,
Thanks for doing this.
Yep, we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
You bet. That's head coach Trish Sedlick joining us here on the broadcast, and much appreciated with her time. And, you know, Bellevue, certainly a very, very formidable opponent for the Saints, a formidable opponent for anybody. And she's done a great job with this program, there's no question. And we talked about it in our first slate of games that this is a very, very well-coached conference. And it's coaches that have been through some of the ringers and some of the wars, you know, a lot of times within the conference in and of itself against other teams in it. You know, I think about Coach DeLong, who has been with Viterbo for such a long time, back-to-back coaches of the year for him. Trish Sedlick, of course, for Bellevue, consistently ranked in the top 25. Coach Chelsea Albrecht has been with the Saints for 15 years. Coach Lindsey Johnson has been doing a great job for 15 years as well for Mayville State. So I look up and down this entire conference and I say, okay, she's going to be there, she's going to be there, he's going to be there. These teams are all going to be very, very competitive in conference play, and it's been such a joy to watch, and I think the numbers kind of reflect that in terms of the overall record. You've got Viterbo and Bellevue at the top there, 1 and 1A, or on a good day, you kind of flip that from time to time. Then you've got the rest of the conference kind of in that middle of the pack there, 7 and 7, 6 and 8. So it's a very, very, very well sort of balanced conversation of a very good conference, and it's been a lot of fun to watch, certainly here today with the Saints and Trojans, of course, in the early contest. With also you've got Valley City State and Mayville State as well in the first contest. Mayville looking to play spoiler here a little bit. Viterbo, we know how good they are. They've got the number 9 next to their name. Very, very impressive team indeed. So Viterbo certainly the favorite in this one, but Coach DeLong is going to do a great job getting his squad ready to go. Coach Johnson, you can say the exact same thing as well in that contest there. We'll take a quick break in the action. We'll come on back and take a look at some of the numbers in this one and get you ready for Game 2 of the night. Hang tight. We're being right back after this on the NSAA web stream of the Super 6. Back inside the Watertown Civic Arena for the NSAA Super 6. My name is David Tewksbury. Thanks again for lending us your eyes and ears. I know I've got a face for radio and all that good stuff. My dad always said that to me, so shout out to you, Dad. Much appreciated that with that comment there. Presentation College, they fall in straight sets to the Bruins of Bellevue. Running down some of the numbers here in this one, as the Bruins, they collectively hit 279 for a very, very workmanlike performance, a very Bellevue-like performance for sure. Jackie Apel hitting 600 today, 15 swings, 12 kills, just 3 errors. Very, very, very economical performance from her. About Sierra Athan hitting 276 today, 10 kills, only 2 errors on 29 swings. Balanced attack of Allie Kearns in there as well, hitting 250, 8 kills, 20 swings. You also had Nicole Meyer hitting 375, 7 kills on 16 swings with just 1 error. 3 kills from Sydney Sledge in this one as well. Olivia Gallus hitting 400, 10 attacks, 5 kills, and an error. Also had 39 set assists to go along with 5 digs as well. Bruins also got 16 digs from Allie Kearns. Kearns just 2 kills shy of a double-double. And Rayanne Komodo with 11 digs there as well for the Bruins. For the Saints of Presentation College, seeing their season come to a close, they hit a $131 today. You had McKenna Snow leading the charge with 7 kills, as she always does, seemingly. Hitting 30 today, 33 attacks, did have 7 errors. Grace Tobin held relatively in check tonight. 11 digs, just 6 kills. She hit -38, 26 swings, had 6 kills, 7 errors. It was not Grace Tobin's night, but it was Grace Tobin's season. I tell you what, she is going to be better and better and better next season. A really fun player to watch blossom, and she is going to only improve in the offseason. Maggie Hesch had a day, hitting 385, 6 kills on 13 swings with just 1 error. Saints also got 5 kills each from Micaiah Albrecht and Kirsten Kanopik. Kanopik also had 9 blocks? No, just 7. Okay, that's 1 notch above there in the table here. 7 blocks there for Kirsten Kanopik, which is 2 shy of tying her career high. Saints were outdug tonight, 48-35. Saints did have 8 total team blocks to the Bruins 4, but Bellevue wins this one in straight sets, 17, 22, and 21. Presentation College sees their season come to a close. They drop to 10 and 22 on the season, 7 and 9 in the North Star, as the Bruins, with the victory, they continue to dance. They're now 26 and 6, 14 and 1 in the North Star. Trish Sedlick's crew, they will observe Mayville and Viterbo, and that will be for the championship contest tomorrow at 2 o'clock. But Viterbo and Mayville is coming up a little bit before the top of the hour. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. I see 26 minutes on the scoreboard and probably a little bit before the top of the hour there. So Bellevue on the bottom side of the bracket, as you can see, they'll take on the likes of the V-Hawks of Viterbo, should they win, or the Comets of Mayville State, should they win in our next affair. But that'll do it for us from this web stream, as the Comets and V-Hawks that is coming up next. Please join us for that one for the semifinals of the NSAA tournament here from Watertown. You're watching YouTube stream of the Watertown Aero activities, and we're back after this. Hang tight.